We are live. Bang. Change this picture real quick. This. Wow, that is big. Okay. Nobody ever said that about my dick, I'll tell you that. Okay, here we go. Alright. Tweet this out real quick. Got the stream. Alright. To go. Okay. Alright, fellas, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Hold on so I can see the chat. Bada bing. All right, we are good to go. Let's do it. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Three Idiots Talking podcast. Today, we are reviewing a brand new album for you guys called Madvillainy. Now, this album is not
it's not
brand
new.
new, but it is new to this channel. We have never done this album before. I'm gonna let these two give a breakdown of this album, mainly Cole, because it seems to be he's quite a big fan of it. But this was before he does that. Before I just like to say this was a community vote that ended up in a tie. We just did a coin flip of this. We had people vote for the next album for us to review, and out of all four, Madvillainy on the coin flip, which was tied with the Minecraft soundtrack, which we probably will also do as well. Madvillainy takes the cake on the coin flip as Cole did win it. Madvillainy is by MF Doom and Madlib for a group called Madvillain. And Cole, rest is yours.
Well, you've given pretty much all the important stuff so far. It was released in 2004. Collaboration now between MF Doom and Madlib, who came under the pseudonym of Madvillain and released Madvillainy. I think this is the only album that they ever released together.
I've never seen another.
Yeah, I think it was the fourth album that MF Doom was really MF Doom was really a part of, or
Well, there is
for
Madvillainy 2, but it's just
that's
a remix.
it's not not important.
Yeah.
It's not really Madvillainy 2.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's basically kind of an abstract, it's a little experimental hip hop album, a little bit of jazz elements, tons of samples, some instrumentals, just a whole creative thing that they had going on here. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you guys for those who voted on the poll. We will be having more community polls for us in the future. You guys, it's a pretty close poll. I'm not going to lie. It was not a lot of separation between the four votes, which we like to see. It means you guys are taking time to give us your opinion, and we appreciate it. For all those new subscribers, by the way, thank you. Shout out to all you guys. We have hit a bunch in the last month. And also, for people who would like to watch us record these live, we all stream the live recordings on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get to notified when we go live and don't have to just look at our Twitter. But also follow us on Twitter because I tweet it out each time. And follow us on TikTok because we've been posted on there. Pretty good. Doing pretty well, right, Noah?
Yeah.
I think so. All right, Cole, without further ado, Madvillainy. The illest villains, song 1. Let's do it.
Somewhat of an intro track, really.
As luck would have it, one of America's 2 most powerful villains of the next decade
is turned loose to strike terror into the hearts of men. To shock women into uncontrolled hysteria.
The villains themselves were ultimately responsible
Are we
for much of
going?
the popularity.
We are.
This
Not
point.
Audiences love
All right.
to hate. The importance of the
You guys
villain
keep
was
going.
not overlooked. Of course, one of the worst of all was Madvillainy. They had no code of ethics.
What's the matter? I was only trying to... Get to work on these boys. Anybody bring a gun for me? Yeah, here's one. Not one, but 2.
Typical villain releases included
I know they want to kiss me, but don't let anyone see me like that. Please, Doctor, help me.
and a
No.
sequel.
Master of all.
Both the villains were to meet in
Your mother was delightful.
2 historical figures, outlaws and
down.
desperados at that. The villainous pair of really nice boys who just happened to be
Nice
Nice
boys.
Really nice boys.
360 degrees, and similar sequences could not be defeated. Villains who possess supernatural abilities.
Alright, this will be a
Villains
quick
who were
rate.
the personification of carnage.
You want me to
Madvillainy
pause after this
were
one or just go into
accurately
accordion?
the dark
No, I'll
side
pause it real quick.
of our
I just
deeds.
want to say something.
Perhaps
You don't
it
even
is
have to rate
due
this
to
one.
this seminal connection that audiences can relate their experience in life with the villains and their dastardly doings.
Pause it. He didn't seem to catch that. All right, so real
I
quick.
thought you said don't pause.
No, I said do pause. I just want to say something real quick. So real quick, as you guys can tell, or you might have seen by the start of this, not really a song on that first one, more just like an intro track, like Cole said. But real quick, I wanted to say the theme of this album is a very themed album. It is comic books. What?
The theme is very themed.
It is a heavily thematic album.
Yeah.
It's a comic book theme. They are, at least MF Doom. I guess I would assume both are, but big fans of comic books, and especially the early eras of comic books and cartoons. So that type of stuff you hear in the sound effects and the way it sounds will be on the rest of this album. So get ready for that. Cool. Continue it. Accordion.
Mosh to this.
You mosh to accordion.
Yeah.
Weird song to mosh to.
Almost like that's why I said it.
Time the clock tick faster. That'll be the hour they knock the slick blaster. Dick dastardly and Muttley with sick laughter. A gunfight and they come to cut the mix master. ICE Cole, nice to be old. Y2G Steve twice to threefold. He sold scrolls, lo and behold. Know who's the illest ever, like the greatest story told. Keep your glory gold and glitter. For half of his niggas to take him out the picture. The other half is rich and it don't mean shit to. Villain a mixture between both with a twist of liquor, chasing with more beer. Tasting like truth for dear. When he at the mic, it's like the place get like, oh yeah. It's like they know what's about to happen. Just keep your eye out like I capping. Is he still a fly guy clapping if nobody ain't hear it? And can they testify from in the spirit? And living the true gods, giving y'all nothing but the lick like 2 broads. Got more lyrics than the church got lords, and he hold the mic in the swords. Or either one with 2 blades on it. Hey you, don't touch the mic like it's AIDS on it. It's like the end to the means. Fuck type of message that sends to the fiends. That's why he bring his own needles and get more cheese than Doritos, Cheetos, or Fritos.
He really had to add a
Slip
lot of
like Freudian, your
easy
first and
shit.
last step to playing yourself like accordion.
Well, I'm just letting you know, you gotta remember when they're
When
jamming.
he at the
you have
mic,
to
you
do
don't go
pause
next.
after the
Even
song.
pussy cats like wild
Yep.
hoes need Kotex. Exercise index won't need Bowflex and won't take the one with no skinny legs like Joe Tex.
All right, that was accordion. As Noah would say, he would mosh to that shit. For some reason.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's start with Noah, the mosher.
Yeah. This beat instrumental, awesome. It's so cool. different, unique. Mr. Doom was really flowing over this one. Interesting lyrics as always. Very enjoyable. I'm feeling a 9.
9. Wow. Okay, Cole.
This is one of my absolute favorite songs on this album. I think his lyrics are fucking amazing. His flow is incredible. The instrumental is so damn unique and creative. I think everything about this song is just so much fucking fun and so fucking awesome. I'm feeling a 10.
Ooh, my lord.
Saw that one coming.
Okay. Well, I hate to burst the bubble, but time to bring it back down to reality a bit. There are some good
Snap
lyrics
back
in
to
here.
reality.
Yes, we are snapping back. There are some good lyrics on here, no doubt, no doubt. Some funny ones, nice flow he's doing, but the instrumental's not really that interesting to me at all.
It's so cool.
Any type of beat. This beat doesn't really do it for me, which will kind of become a common theme about this album, instrumentally at least. Uh, he's got some good lines, he's got some good bars. The flow is there at some points, and sometimes I don't love it. Over and above all, it is a good song. It is not a great or elite song. I will give it a 7.5.
How does that
Amazing.
song not want to make you?
First of all, when you say you want to mosh to this song,
Yeah, the song makes you-
outrageous.
The song makes me want to do a shanty with my scallywags.
What the fuck did that?
It's pretty simple.
I'm so
That's
glad you said that
awesome.
on a live stream, just so the whole anyone can see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
that's
shanty
so
with my
rad.
scallywags. It's pretty simple.
Twice. All right, Cole.
That's
Go
fucking
next.
rad.
Whatever.
Up next, Meat Grinder Hot. Such a weird start to this song that has
So fucking cool.
Tripping off the beat, kinda dripping off the meat grinder. Heat niner, pimping, stripping, soft, sweet minor. China was a neat sign of trouble with the script digits. Double dip, bubble lip, subtlest midget. Borderline schizo, certified six though. Quarter wine, order grind, 8:45, let's go. Ever since 10-11, glad she made a brethren. Then it's last down, 7 alligator, 7 at the gates of heaven, knocking, no answer. Slow dancer, hopeless romancer, dopest flow stanzas. Yes, no, villain, metal face to Destro. Guess so, still incredible in escrow. Just say ho, I'll test the yayo. Wild West style fest, y'all best to lay low. Hey bro, day glow, set the bet, pay dough before the cheddar get away, best to get Mako. The worst hated God who perpetrated odd favors demonstrated in the perforated hard labors. In all quad flavors, large savers, still back in the game like Jack LaLanne. Think you know the name, don't rack your brain on a fast track to hack. Sane, either in a slow beat or that's the speed or at the cane. Laughter, pain, throwing songs lit in the booth with the best host, doing bong hits on the roof in the West Coast. He's at it again, mad at the pen, glad that we win a tag fat in a bad hat for men. Grind the cinnamon, Manhattan warmongers, you can find the villain in satin. Gongas, the van screeches, the old man preaches about the gold sand beaches, the cold hand reaches for the old tan Elises. Jeez.
all right.
Oh,
What did I tell you?
There we go. Like my balls.
All right, that was Meat Grinder. I'll start this one out. I actually like the instrumental far more than accordion song. I think his flow is better, and I think lyrically speaking, while he may not have had as funny lyrics as he did on accordion, I think lyrically speaking, he said a lot more, and he did a lot more with the lyrics. So this could be an 8.5. Cool.
Another absolute slapper of just an explosion of creativity, as will be seen with all of this album, really. Yeah, love the lyrics, love his flow, love the instrumental. Don't love the lyrics quite as much as accordion, but still feeling a 9.5 on this.
Ah, my goodness. Noah.
Yeah, I'm not splitting the gap here. So basically, accordion instrumental,
Noah's
I like
raising
more.
it.
Lyrically, he does more here, but I like the accordion instrumental better, and instrumentals are more important to me. So it's gonna go a little bit lower than accordion, 8.5.
All right, all right, all right. All right, on to the next song. We have Bistro.
Bistro, bit of an odd.
Welcome to the debut grand opening of Madvillainy Bistro, Bed and Breakfast, Bar and Grill, Cafe Lounge on the water, where we offer you the finest of the finer things. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Live on the beats, we have the one and only Madlib.
How do you
We
do?
also have King Ghidra on the mix. Yesterday's new quintet is here. Victor Vaughn, Quasimodo,
I don't know why he says
the super
King
villain.
Ghidra and Victor Vaughn, because those are just different alter egos that he has. And Quasimodo is Madlib too.
I like to dedicate this next joint to my bands, Big Hookie and Baba from the Laundromat.
We don't need to rate this one. This is not a.
Alright.
Go on to rate.
How doom hold heat and preach non-violence. He about to start speech, come on, silence.
Silence.
On one starry night, I saw the light. Heard a voice that sound like Barry White, said, sure you're right. Don't let me find out who tried to bite. They better off going to fly a kite in a firefight during tornado time with no coat than I caught ya. Wrote the book on rhymes, a note from the author. With no headshot, he said it's been a while. Got a breadwinner style to get an inner child to finna smile. And that's no exaggeration. The doctor told the patient it's all in your imagination, Negro. What do he know about the buttery flow? He need to cut the ego. Tripping to date the metal fellow, been ripping flow since New York plates was ghetto yellow with broke blue writing. This is too exciting. Folks leave out the show feeling truly enlightened. They say the villain been spitting enough lightning. The rock shocked the boogie down to Brighton. I didn't.
Very smooth flow. Love the instrumental.
Love it.
Yeah, damn, how man hold heat like Clint East's reborn. Leave a with more holes than a dartboard. Haters watch them, hit the seat, double shot and drink like the answer to the problems at the bottom's bottom. From the bottom top that homie pay how you owe me. My niggas take no like Kobe. Even with the arms of the hawk, you couldn't hold me from getting mine. Stovers we roll, smoking and getting by. Thanks rap, I ain't got a dime. Got me sneaking out and check out lines for bottles by the wayside. Smack them in the face, let them taste pride. Fakes try, hit the washed up like the shorelines. Do or die, ride, how the day return, street turns. Keep me in this dirt like an earthworm. Woody spit hits and burns with brothers ever learn. Word for word, champ with a nerve, meeting adjourned.
Weirdest instrumental you will ever hear on any album. Like you can kind of bop it, but you can't. All right, that was Raid.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, go ahead.
This is probably my favorite song on the album, honestly.
Really?
This is one of my favorite hip hop instrumentals of all time, and I absolutely love every lyric. Every second of this is just absolute fucking abstract hip hop perfection. Easy 10. Easy fucking 10. It's got one of my favorite lines in hip hop history. When he says, the villain been spitting enough lightning to rock shock the boogie down to Brighton. I done. That's just so fucking rad.
Okay. Noah.
Yeah, so hey Cole.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I'm feeling?
Mm.
Yeah, this is the best instrumental so far, easily. He was flowing. My. This is like peak Doom, in my opinion. Easy 10.
Okay, well, I'm gonna sound like a hater, even though this album is good. You guys are doing what you do quite a lot when you like an album, and that tends to be like throw it up all the way over here, when in reality it's more like a there. I do think his flow is really good. Don't get me wrong. I even pointed out there, so I was like, that's a really good, sick, smooth flow. Definitely, probably top 2 flow on this album for sure. Lyrically, it's a really odd song to follow because every bar is like almost like a completely different subject, but he does do the bars well. So I'll give him that. But it is kind of hard to follow if you can understand what I'm saying, because there's a lot of different things he talks about. Instrumentally, this is a weaker one on the album for me. I do not love the piano.
This is one of the catchiest piano melodies I've ever heard in my life.
It doesn't do it to me like it does a lot. I know a lot of people love this specifically this song. I know a lot of people do, and they rate this album, especially at the start, instrumentally very well. This one's never done it for me. I've never liked it instrumentally. I'm gonna give this song.
You don't think that piano melody is catchy?
I really don't. I don't. That does not do it for me. I mean, like I said, the majority of this
It might be
album
the catchiest piano melody I've ever heard in my life.
That's insanity. Like I said, the majority of this album instrumentally does not do it for me. So, but that all being stated, I will try and be as fair with this as possible and say I will give this a 7.5. And I probably could have gone lower, as Noah pointed out. Instrumentals do matter the most, and it didn't really do it. But the flow made up a lot of that instrumental, and the lyrics were pretty fire too, for the most part, when you were following it. Next song we have America's Most Blunted, probably the most
I don't
famous
ever
song.
want to hear any human being say I have bad sex ever again. That's one of the worst things I've ever heard a human being say.
Like, open the blues up and let some of the blues blood come out to show them. Come out to show them, 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 come out to show them.
Music. Listening to music while stoned is a whole new world. Most kids consider it's important second only to sex, and grass will change your musical habits for the better.
America's most blunted. Soon as you start sleeping, catching you off guard. The rhythm now, huh?
If you'll all gather closer around the phonograph.
When he really hits star mode, never will he boost loose feelings with the barcode, or take a whole carload on a wasted trip, or sit wide out lace tip from tip with him. Some rather baggies of the like they cracks and vials, catch a tag, roll a bag of swag.
I don't know why, I just love how he says quaz. Quaz!
Top go bust before beef start. At the stop and go mart, acting like a spirit host done. Yeah, yo, who nominated for the best role ever? And they wondered how he dealt with stress so well. Wild guess, you could say he stays sedated. Some say booted, some say faded. Someday prayed that he would grow a farm barn full. Recent research show it's not so darn harmful. Sometimes you might need the detox. It can help you with your rhyme flow and your beatbox. Old spike to your surprise, turn a Newport light to a joint right before your eyes. Tear a page out the good book, hear it how you want it.
America's most blunted. I'm like kinda stupid from the station.
Another song.
The mad villain killing mad boom. Consume weed and drink brew till we perfume the room. The beat conductor smoke 27. Shady.
You can even ask my reverend.
What he knows? How the Phillies roll really though.
Spend my last dough.
But don't with speed, the trees will see. Quasimodo crew.
We get killed. The most flooded on the map.
The one Astro Black in the alley with a hood rat. When you try to react.
Even your pops got smacked.
Even your mom's got crack. Meanwhile, while my bow got
Meanwhile,
Drop that shit after sex.
I smoke drinks, throw me a shot. I got the fat sack. All day I honey. America's most blooded.
Creativity. It's a known fact that grass increases creativity from 8 to 11 times. In fact, everyone finds that they're more creative stoned than straight. So remember...
M-A-R-I-J-U? A-J-U-A-N-A.
Juana.
Marijuana.
All right. Guys, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think this song was about weed. I
really?
I don't know. I could be wrong,
I'm
but
not
I don't
really
think I
hearing it.
am.
I don't
Alright.
really get that.
Noah, America's most blunted. That's my fellow African Americans seem to be quite enjoying.
What?
What?
All right, never mind. Within the context of this album, I enjoy this song a lot. On its own, not as much because it's a little crazy on the sound effects and all that goofiness.
Holy
I'm gonna
shit,
rate
we
it.
fully agree on that.
But I'm gonna rate it within the context of the album.
Yeah.
This song's amazing. This song is so good. I'm feeling a 9.
All right. I was going to actually mention the same thing. Outside of the song, I do have the song added in playlist. Outside of the playlist or the album, I have heard the song, of course, multiple times. It never hits the same when you're listening to it. I'm sure Cole's gonna be like, I get it. It never, to me, hits the
I
same
don't know that, man.
unless you're in and listening to this alongside the album and playing it alongside the album. So I agree with you, Noah. However, we have to rate it as we're listening to it, which is in the album. And yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, the sound effects add so much to what is already a very thematic album, add so much to just the overall story of this song, which is just about weed. They took a song about weed and said, let's make it a creative song about weed. Because everyone makes songs about weed. Well, let's do it differently. Let's add a whole bunch of random shit in this song and then make it catchy. And they did that, and they did it really well. This is a fantastic song. It's a 9.5. Oh,
Also feeling a 9.5. I mean, the opening to this album is just like one of the most fun, just fucking coolest, most creative openings to any album that I've ever heard, but also like any hip hop album that I've ever heard.
By the way,
just-
this instrumental is better than every instrumental so far.
No.
Especially with the record scratches.
I mean, it's an amazing instrumental, and I love it. But Raid is still my baby boy.
All right. Next song we have Sick Fit.
Instrumental Sick
Oh,
Fit.
Yeah, Sick Fit. This I fuck with instrumentally. This sounds like something DJ Shadow would have made.
It does.
You could have thrown this on introducing, and I would have been like, "Oh fuck yeah, that's the same thing." We should review that album. I mean, that's hard album to review. It's just instrumentals, but it's so fire. I forget. Does this change?
No. I don't think so.
We should just call it. They should just name this Madlib Solo.
Well, he's got a few instrumentals on here, so.
All right. Well, I mean, we can make this one pretty quick. That was Sick Fit. Just an instrumental. Noah.
8.
8. Oh.
8.
8. I'm gonna go 8.5. Be a little different. All right.
Go
Go on
bouncy.
Rainbows. I like the bouncy. I like how bouncy it was. They were talking about Clout in 2004. They were ahead of their time.
Everything about this album's ahead of its
Way
time.
ahead of their time. My God. Is that the first mention of Clout in an album ever?
No idea.
Really? No?
They don't know nothing.
That's been a word since like the 90s.
Used in the same context?
Yeah.
Really? The lyrics in Spotify so far behind the song. Where the shit at, bitch? So weird song.
Weird album.
Yeah, it is a weird album.
In the most delightful way possible. They don't know nothing.
I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
This villain was a ruthless, masked conqueror with aspirations to dominate the universe.
All right. That was Rainbows. Cool.
Very fun song. Super unique and creative way of rapping that I'm not sure anybody else has ever even done before, where he's basically sing rapping.
Oh, they've sing rap before, but this is a little different. This is I would call this more there's a term for it, but keep going. I'll think of it.
You know, he picked a great melody to do it with because it's super catchy and it's super fun. I give the song an 8.5.
8 and I believe it's called drop rapping. Where you drop the flow or drop the flow in the middle of the or the end of the bar before you continue on. Noah.
Yeah, this is a nice song. It's fun. It's chill.
It's chill.
I like the instrumental. I kind of space out to this one, which means I enjoy it.
But you say you spaced out to songs before and you didn't enjoy it, so that's not
there's
necessarily true.
there's spacing out in a good way because you can get lost in it, and spacing out because you're not interested.
You're vibing.
Yeah, that's a better word.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm feeling an 8.
8. Okay. I'm not feeling as high as you guys are on this one. The sing rapping thing that Cole was talking about, don't like that flow. Not a big fan of it. The way it almost felt like he was lazily producing or rapping on this song, didn't like that either. I know it's a style of rapping, and I know it's supposed to sound like that. Does not mean I have to enjoy it. The only redeeming factor was kind of the hook on that about the rainbows part where you got to that. It definitely made the album a bit more, or not album, the song a bit more interesting. But a chorus can only take you so far. The rest of it wasn't up to what I experienced. I'm gonna give it a 6. I did not my cup of tea. All right. Next we have Curls.
Bitches.
Bill and get the money like curls. They just trying to get a nut like squirrels in his mad world. Land of milk and honey with the swirls, where reckless naked girls get necklaces of pearls. Compliments of the town jeweler. Left back now, schooler, trying to sound cooler. On the microphone known as the crown ruler. Never lied to Ma when we said we found the moolah. $500-something laying right there in the street. Now let's try and get something to eat. Then he turned 4 and started flowing to the poor. That's about when he first started going raw. Kept the dro in the drawer. A rhyming klepto who couldn't go up in the store no more. His life is like a folklore legend. Why you're so stiff, you need to smoke more, brethren. Instead of trying to riff with a broke war veteran. Split with him, swore he saw heaven, he was 7. Yup, you know it. Growing up too fast. Showing up to class with my wet in a flask. He asked the teacher if he leave, will he pass? His girl is home alone, he trying to get the... If you wanna sip, get a paper water fountain glass. How I'm supposed to know where your mouth been last? Hand so fast it can outspin the flash. Known to smoke a whole mountain of hash to the ash. Boom bass, leave the room with the sash. Assume it's in a smash. Boom, get the cash.
All right, that was Curls. I know Cole's a big fan of this one, so I'll let him start.
Is he?
I mean, every single song on this album I'm a fan of. Oh, so much fun. I mean, this is probably like, this one and like America's Most Blunted are like the 2 moments where they're really going for something instrumentally, something just like super out there and crazy and weird. Definitely see where it gets the name abstract hip hop from stuff like this. But for whatever reason, everything about it just totally makes sense to me, and it just totally works. And all of the sampling that Madlib does, and the way Doom flows over it, it just continues to work and make sense. Yeah, I'm feeling like a 8.5 on this one.
8.5. Noah.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite instrumentals on the album. It's so cool. He's flowing.
He is.
It's rather comical as well. I enjoy when he gets a little jokey with it. I'm feeling a 9.5.
9.5. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with what you guys said on this one. It was definitely one of the best instrumentals for sure. Lyrically, I think this is the best on the album so far. I thought his flow was fantastic. I thought the lyrics that he used were fantastic, and I actually thought he was sticking to a kind of, no song seems to stick to one theme except America's Most Blunted, but this one sort of did in that fashion. This one's fantastic. Very well done. It's not as catchy as some of the other songs on here, so I'll give it a 9. Put the gap there. All right, on to
Do Not Fire.
Do Not Fire.
Another instrumental.
That's so weird.
It's so cool. I don't know how they did this.
What do you mean?
I just don't know how they like make all these samples work together like this. It's fucking nuts. Because it feels so natural.
All right,
I'm sure better than this.
quick review on this one. What the hell? Do fire?
Pretty much feeling like a 7.5 to an 8 on that one. It's super short, but it's still fun while it's on. And I mean, the sampling, the instrumentals are kind of a chance where you get to really see the what I would consider to be the brilliance of the production on this album, of just how Madlib makes all these incredibly weird and super obscure and just odd samples work together in a way that just makes it feel so natural and just makes it make sense.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't imagine that they're
I
used
said
in any other
quick
way.
review, by the way.
Whatever. I gave my score like my balls.
All right,
Not
Noah.
even that long an album.
Yeah, he said everything. 8.
8. I'm gonna say this is actually I'm gonna go a little higher. I like this one more than the other instrumental solo. This is a 9. All right, money folder.
Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. After you, whose last is doomed, he's the worst known. That'll have your boom blown or eat the thirst bone. Rockets won't burst, clone, just don't curse the throne. On his own microphone, bring it everywhere he go, so he can bring it to you live in stereo. Panic, can't understand it, ban it. The underhanded ran it, planned it, and left him stranded. The best, any who profess will be remanded. Yes, sir, request permission to be candid, granted. I don't think we can handle a style so rancid. He 50 like Madlib to the old jazz standard.
Oh my god.
So
This is
cool.
amazing.
Don't mind me, I want to rhyme like those 2 or 3 heinies. And boy, was they fine, G. One black, one Spanish, one Chinese. It keeps the woody shiny around like a pine tree. Don't sign me, about to get a mill without him. Crowd him off the shelf, he's the villain. And what about him? So, and he's a jerk, and you don't know him. Mad how he expand work, but won't show him. Poor guys, want a sight for only saw 4 eyes. Now hook me with 2 apple pies and a small fries. All rise, so far odd as a ruple. So raw, break it down and make quadruple. It's crucial, you can see it in his pupil. And this time when he get it, he'll waste it on something useful. Like getting juiced off a deuce of cokie. Keep it low key, known to pull a okie dokie. Silly goose, room is too jokey. Damn, he could really use a room or a whole key. Egads, he got enough style, so start pretty fast.
Egads.
What a call, what a real butterball.
It's so awesome.
Get a strike or strike out, gutter ball. Rockin' like gear for the 4 with nice inside pockets prepared for the brawl. Yeah, y'all, you can say it's an earful. Beware, do not touch mic, be careful. And just like he said, I could've told you. MF, the holder of a boulder, money folder. Money folder.
Muscle-bound karate expert concealed a razor edge which could lop the head off of a marble statue once propelled. With notorious world takeover schemes and the most magnificent gadgets imaginable, villains rapidly grew healthy cash flow. It is explained by a more comedic villain, the bald-headed Doom. This villain rose to incredible new heights of money-making, revenge, and extortion. Such was the magnitude of a typical villain.
This is no answer. Very well, then. Adieu to the death.
Okay. That was Money Folder. Yeah, very odd song.
Oh, it's so good.
I will start. Not to my liking, I gotta be honest. Didn't love it. Don't really care for the lyrics either. Very weird. And there, look, this whole album's obviously weird. I'm not taking that. I know going into it, just felt like a distant cousin of the song Curls a bit, but without sticking to more of a theme and trying to stay on the same subject. And it just felt like he didn't do that very well in this one. The instrumental kind of it just completely uninterested me, to be honest. So I'm gonna give it a 6. Oh,
Bitches.
Yeah.
That song slaps. Just like every song on his album does. Yeah, I mean the fucking even with the last minute or so just being like this super weird instrumental and then like more comic book backstory thing going on, like it's still just so much fun. Every part of this whole album is just so much fun. And his lyrics are so damn funny on the song too. I'm feeling like a 9.
wow. It's honestly just, and I want to call it boring because I did enjoy it, but it was boring compared to the rest of the album. Noah,
Good opinion, Cole.
of course.
Instrumental is awesome. It's very 90s arcade game type thing going on. I like how MF Doom doesn't stay to one topic. I like that he can say almost anything anytime. I feel like that's one of the most fun parts about him.
Yeah,
That's
but when
probably what I enjoy.
it's so hard to stay focused on the song when he talks about 80 different things in one song, and it's not even
I
talking
love
about
it.
It's like a one line, and he says it's for one line, and then he goes something
So
next, and then
cool.
one line and something. It's very, I don't know, it's hard to follow for me.
It's music for people with ADHD. And I fucking love it. 9.
9. Wow. All right. Next song we have Shadows of Tomorrow.
Today is the shadow of tomorrow. Today is the present future of yesterday. Yesterday is the shadow of today. The darkness of the past is yesterday. And the light of the past is yesterday. The days of yesterday are all numbered and some. Say the word once, because once upon a time there was a yesterday. Yesterday belongs to the dead, because the dead belongs to the past. The past is yesterday. Today is a preview of tomorrow, but for me, only from a better and happier point of view. Our point of view was the thought of a better and try reality. Yesterday is eternity. The eternity of yesterday is dead. Yesterday is as one. The eternity of one is the eternity of the past. The past is once upon a time. Once upon a time is past. The past is yesterday. Today. The past is yesterday. Today. While we're searching for tomorrow.
The music is different, yeah. The vibrations are different. Not like Planet Rave. Planet Rave sound of guns, anger, frustration. There was no one to talk to but Planet Rave to understand. He set up a power in their head.
The light of the past is the light which was. The wisdom of the past is the light of the past. The light of the future was the light which is to be. The wisdom of the future was the light of the future, see. Yesterday belongs to the dead. Tomorrow belongs to the living. The past is certified as a finished product. Anything which is ended is finished. That which is perfect is finished. The perfect man is no exception to the rule. The perfect man of the past is made according to the rule of the past. The rule of the past is a law of injustice and hypocrisy. The revelation of the meaning of the law is revealed through the law itself. The wisdom of the past is the light of the past. The light which is to be, the wisdom of the future. The light of the future casts the shadows of tomorrow.
Affect their vibrations. For the better, of course.
Sun Ra. Sun Ra.
Lord Quas.
Madlib.
Other place in the universe, up under different stars. That would be where the altered destiny would come in. Equation-wise, the first thing to do is to consider time as officially ended. We work on the other side of time.
Okay, that was what the hell was that called again?
Shadows of Tomorrow.
Shadows of Tomorrow. Noah.
I like this song. It's a good one. I like the instrumental a lot. I kind of start vibing to it phasing out.
There's a reason he fades out. It ain't because of the instrumental, brother.
I think it's the instrumental. I think it's buzzing. Makes my brain go numb.
That's such a what?
And then it's Mr. Lib, as I'll call him, is just flowing over it so smooth I can just zone out, and I like it. I enjoy it. I'm feeling that. 8.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna go next because somebody has to say the truth about this song. The instrumental is good. Yes, it is. But nothing else is. I'm sorry. I have no fucking clue what is happening in the song. I have no idea what he's talking about. This is some of the dumbest lyrics I've ever seen. He's just mixing up words, and then he's mixing up the worst part is he's not mixing up new words. He's mixing up same words and putting them in different places to make it sound like he's like talking like super like prolific and like he's talking like he's like on some like psychological journey or whatever. Like, shut the fuck up. You're just changing words around and saying things. You're not doing anything special. I'm sorry, but this is a very what's the word I'm trying to think of? Very
good.
No, the term when you are trying to be too I'll think of it later, but it's that
pretentious.
Pretentious is a very pretentious song, extremely pretentious song, and I do not like it. I do not think it's the way he should be. What makes him good. I don't think it's what makes him good. I think when he's more real and honest and stuff, like not like this shit. This is a 5. I do not enjoy this. Oh.
Good take, Noah.
Thank
yeah,
you.
this is a cool
Fire.
song. I have never really read that much into the lyrics of what he's talking about. He's getting a little, philosophical here with some of the things he's bringing up.
But he's not, though. He's not. That's what he wants you to think, but he's not.
Well, you didn't fucking read into the lyrics.
I
so
just
you-
read them the whole time
okay,
the song was
I
playing.
read them too.
Go ahead.
It
You
doesn't
really
mean they
not.
didn't mean anything to him.
Oh.
You're being such a bitch.
What?
That's not nice.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just
I mean,
being
yeah,
honest.
great instrumental. I think Quasimodo does great on that song. I just think the lyrics that he brings up are really interesting. Whether or not I know exactly what he means with every bar, I'm not overly concerned with. But I just think they're really, I mean, like, who raps like that? No one really ever raps like that, I don't think. I just think it's super unique and cool that they did that. And I think they pulled it off pretty well. Give it an 8.5.
Okay. Yeah, we are viewing this through 2 entirely different lenses. All right, Operation Lifesaver, aka Mint Test.
The world is under attack at this very moment by the most powerful forces man has ever seen. Space from the depths of the earth, Operation Lifesaver is in effect as of right now.
Wow, it caught me off guard. I went to breathe out, but then she made me cough hard. Contacted God and let him know to slip to him. Fine, and how are you doing? Can I get you a drink? This one's a shoe-in. Awkward situation that I'm on a mission to ruin. Her big button smile was like camo. Hit up the men's room, we need more ammo.
See? Lyrically, already better than the previous song. Already.
She just knew she was cute. It's in her own best interest. Less stress. Hit her with the do you need a milk test. It don't matter if she's slim or dressed to impress. I won't rest. Fellas don't fess. Some of them just need to eat the whole thing of crest. It's been a long day. It's just how the song say.
Operation Lifesaver is in effect as of right now.
I hope she don't take this the wrong way.
Are you with it? Yeah! Okay, let's go. You know what to do. The whole world's watching and counting. And all you people listening out there, everybody, everywhere, hang on, hang on, hang on! The official adventures of the Magnificent!
All right.
Okay. Somebody's gonna have to remind me of the name of that song again.
Fucking
Operation
Mint Test.
Lifesaver.
Right. And AK the Mint Test.
That's so awesome.
All right, Noah.
Oh, this song's so funny. The lyrics are so goofy. You know what a mint test is, right? At least I believe that this is what he's talking about. Somebody has bad breath.
I think he's just hooking up with a girl at a bar who has bad breath or something.
Ah.
And that's the mint test. You ask them if they need a mint.
Ah.
Yeah, man. It's good. It's awesome. Very funny, comical, enjoyable. All these delectable.
A lot of adjectives.
Adjectives.
What number are you giving a motherfucker? Jesus.
8.5.
8.5. Cole.
I mean, to make a song that creative and that, to put all that much work into something as silly as what they were talking about to me is so funny. Yeah, kind of also feeling 8 to an 8.5.
I certainly thought when he's doing this type of lyricism, it is far better.
It's a different person.
I don't care. It's still on the same album by the same band or group. I think this was a much more interesting song to listen to, especially rapping wise. Instrumentally, it was okay. Nothing, not my flavor, but it wasn't bad. I'll give this a solid 7. All right, on to Figaro. I think this is. It slaps.
The rest is empty with no brain, but the clever nerd, the best MC with no chain you ever heard. Take it from the Tech 9 holder. They bit, don't know they neck shine from Shinola. Everything that glitter ain't fish scale. Let me think, don't let her faint, get Ishmael. A shot of Jack got her back, it's not an act stack. Forgot about the cackalack, holler back, clack, clack, blocker. Villainy, feel him in your heart, chakra, chart topper. Start shit stopper, be a smart shopper. Shot a cop day around the way, about the stable. Who to know is too motor, wonder where the shooter go. About to jet, get him, not a bet, dead him. Let him spit the venom, said him, got a lot of shit with him. Let the rhythm hit him. It's stronger in the other voice. We makes the joints that make him spread them butter moist, man. Stage made of panties. From the age of baby hoochies on to the grannies. Hand me the dough rake. Daddy, flow make
Daddy.
a fatty shake. Patty cake,
Make
her
that
fake.
fatty
If he wasn't
shake.
need a baker's man, he'd take her for her masters. Hit it once and shake her hand. Want some old thank you, ma'am, and ghost her. She can mind the toaster if she signed the poster. A whole host of roller coaster riders, not enough tracks, hot enough black, it's too hot to handle. You got blue sandals, who shot you, who got you, new spots to vandal. Do not stand still, both show skills close, but no krills. Toast for polils, post no bills. Coast to coast, Joe Smoes flows ill, go chill, not supposed to overdose.
Holy
no
shit.
pills. Off pride tykes, talk wide, who scar me. Off sides, like how Warp ride with Starfleet. Told ya, on some get rich shit. As he gets older, he gets colder than a witch tit.
Colder
This is
than a
it,
witch
make no
tit.
mistakes. Where my nigga go? Figaro. Old beats in my rhymes attack. The scary
Where'd he
act,
go?
all black like Miss Mary Mack. Wait till you see him live on the piano. Doom sings soprano like una dociano. My mama told me, blasphemy, pass for her glass of OE. Not to be troublesome, but I could sure use a quick shot of double rum. No stick of bubble gum. I like ice cream. We could skip the wedding. Have a nice dream. She only let him stick her head in.
Oh my
Yeah, man.
god.
All right, that was Figaro. For the record, I think there's a little bit of bias happening here, Noah, because I noticed you particularly liked the time when he rhymed like 30 words together. But if Eminem did that, you'd be like, who cares?
Because the way he flows it is so good.
That's the same thing as Eminem.
He pieced it up so good.
Okay, yeah, it's a
Plus, the
little bit
instrumental is better than
right.
anything Eminem could get.
biased. You're retarded. Cole, go ahead.
We're back to the masterpieces because this song is fucking amazing. I mean, lyrically speaking, this might be the most impressive song on the album, just considering the way he's rhyming, everything that he does with his wordplay is just fucking ridiculous because he just does it for the entire song. He's just like continuously throwing in as many rhymes as he possibly can while still sticking with the theme of the song. And the instrumental is awesome too. I'm feeling a 9.5.
And a half. This is such a good song. This is what real rapping actually sounds like, because when you are able to rhyme this well while sticking to a subject and not just when popping off on whatever floats into your brain at that exact second, that's rapping. That is real rapping, and that is how it is done properly, and that's real hip hop, and that is well fucking done. He stuck to the subject. He rhymes so many ways of doing it. He found so many ways of continuing the bars and the rhyme scheme in particular, and the instrumental's fire, the flow is fire. This is the 10. Noah.
I don't like that you said this is how real rapping sounds like.
This is
I don't
how
feel like it's
rapping
fair
sounds like.
to say that, because rap can sound and be great in so many different ways. I don't feel like it's fair to
It could be good in other ways.
keep
It's
it.
never going to be top and better than this type.
I don't know, man. But yeah, I like the song a lot. Amazing lyrics, a lot of quotables. Fucking witch
Cole's
tit.
favorite line on this makes no fucking
As he gets
sense
older,
at
he
all.
gets colder than a witch tit.
It makes
Yeah.
no fucking sense at all.
Why
I
does
mean,
that
my
not make
favorite line is-
sense?
I don't know why he thinks a witch's tit gets cold. I don't know.
That's just a joke.
Yeah.
Makes
And
no
then we
fucking
got
sense.
like the stage is made of
Witches are.
panties.
I mean, it's just
My
like
favorite.
witches are. Because people, like, when people get older, people say that they get rude and cold. He's not saying physically cold. He's saying like angry and grumpy.
Noah, what's your rating?
9.5.
Okay. You're copying Cole quite a lot. It's kind of cringe.
I'm not
All
copying
right.
him.
All right. Up next, Hardcore Hustle.
Click next.
Jump on the track with the hardcore hustle. With the busload of niggas, this time we brought y'all muscle. My child's the one to uplift most, and it's confirmed. So tonight, let's bang this Madvillainy music till it's adjourned. Who rushes in head first with the full force of a ram? So the source of the verse coerces the course of a jam. Went to hell and back. Saw Delva selling crack. In fact, had to come back with the brother with the mask by yelling black. Power to the people who support raw music. Blessed from the start to keep uplifting progressive art. To come out and uplift words. Take verbalistic leaps to the next splurge. Concoct dope poetical excerpt. Who's the expert? Wow. With the physical frame. Whose mental was tame to get over in this musical game. When the Madvillainy breaks your dome, you'll see. Your interval depth was written for those that slept. We took 100% unpredictable steps. Who's the one to rock up a party with the vigilance urge? When smoking the ism, the vision is blurred, but vengeance is heard. And just when you got caught up in the cynical thought, intervals in the shape of a mic get pushed straight to your heart like.
I do not remember this at all.
Me gooning.
Yo.
I'm never gonna be able to listen to this album again without thinking of that now.
Okay. Well, we didn't need that last part. I'll say that.
No, we did.
Well, we really did.
It's storytelling.
You don't want to hear Noah Goon.
I can hear Noah Goon without listening to an album. So I would say that this was really good, minus the last part, which was really shit, and I do not like that at all. In fact, that is going to deduct a whole point because that sucked. I hated that.
Like 10 seconds.
It didn't need to even exist.
It did.
It would be way better if it wasn't on there. I like the way this guy's rapping. Probably, this is going to be extremely controversial.
Don't say
probably
better than Doom.
most people on this entire album, to be honest.
Only been like 3 people rapping this album so far.
I love his flow. It's fantastic. It's to me better than the zip. When that is better than the do thing that Dim's doing.
I don't even know what you just said.
Oh my god.
I will say this will be a 7. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, Wild Child does a really good job on this song. He's not to me, he's not nearly as memorable a rapper as Doom is in any capacity, any way, size, shape, or form. But he does a really good job here. He's got some good lyrics, and obviously the instrumental is really cool. Kind of feeling like an 8 on this one.
Noah.
Can never have my own opinion, can I?
Oh my god.
Yep, 8.
All right, on to Strange Ways.
Wreak havoc, beat beatings, mad traffic, sleek and lavish, people speaking, leaking to the maverick. He see it as just another felony.
It might be my favorite opening line to any song on this album.
Slug through the vest, shot in the street for pulling heat on a father who babies gotta eat. And when they get hungry, it ain't shit funny. Paid to interfere with how brother get his money now. Who's the real thugs, killers, and gangsters? Set the revolution, let the things bust, and thank us. When the smoke clear and you can see the sky again, there will be the chopped off heads of Leviathan. My friend, I call them strangers. Anybody talk to them end up in some danger. Can't reform them. They pray 4 times a day, they pray 5. Who ways is strange when it's time to survive. Some will go of their own free will to die. Others take them with you when they blow sky high. What's the difference? All you get is lost children while the bosses sit up behind the desk. It costs billions to blast humans in half into calves and arms. Only one side is allowed to have bombs. It's like making a soldier drop his weapon, shooting him, and telling him to get the step. Obviously,
that line is fire.
Sounds to me like that old robbery extortion. Same game. You can't reform them.
That Mary was going around with an old flame.
Wish he hadn't made this song longer.
That burned me up. Because I knew he was just feeding her a line. But the guy really spent his money like water.
I don't think that's what he said, Spotify.
So I left. Outside it was raining cats and dogs. I was feeling mighty blue. And everything looked black. But I carried on.
All right, that was
Strange Ways.
Strange Ways. I will start this one. Fantastic lyrics. Fantastic instrumental. Everything about the song was fucking awesome. It's just too short. 9. Cool.
I mean, yeah, I pretty much agree with everything you said there. I'm just feeling a 9.5.
It just needs to be longer.
Yeah, I mean,
It just there need to be another verse.
I certainly wouldn't complain if there was another verse, but maybe he just didn't know anything to write for another verse. I don't know. But yeah,
Agree with everything you said there. Feeling 8.5.
8.5. Finally, a different answer than Cole. All
Wreak
right.
Havoc, beep beep, it's mad traffic is so fucking
I
cool.
know.
It's
There was
such
also
a great
another
line.
as well. All right, Fancy
so many great
Clown,
lines.
next song.
I knew you was in around, playing all innocent homes since the foundation. Don't make me have to pound this 10 crown facing and risk being jammed up like traffic and down for spacing. There's been a place for you in my heart since we first met. A teenage love that didn't feel no hurt yet. My boys warned me you was poison like BBD first cassette. Then stood up on my chips on the worst bet. Gave up the skirt, now I gotta hear from the
It's
street.
like
How dare you drag my name in the
exact
dirt
same
and
song
cheat?
as
You could have
Jesus.
broke it off, ended it and dipped. And if you spoke us off, we could have still preserved the friendship. Now you apologize, that's what they all say. You wasn't sorry when you sucked them off in the hallway. But have it your way, raw, no foreplay. That's you if you want a dude who wear a mask all day. And just to think, I used to be proud of you, and you had some real good power. Probably kissed me later that evening, I should be early. Matter of fact, give me back my bracelet and my Sherlin. I I'd rather waste it or give it to your girlfriend. She did let me stab it last week while you was working. Remember our vacation out to Maryland? I duped the maid Carolyn. She made me throw the towel in. Like all foul, and the time I hit your arms off, I told her knock it off, but she had to set the rocket off. Ain't enough.
So many ways of describing coming. Amazing.
Romping around, he better be ready and prepared to be stomped in the ground.
Now, subscriber, we've got to punch you up. So please stand by.
All right, that was Fancy Clown. Probably the most euphemisms for fucking I have ever heard in a song. Noah.
Yeah, this is a fun little tune here. It's got a great sample, used very well.
Does have a great
Good instrumental. Lyrically, keeps to the same theme the entire song. It does a great job. I am feeling a 9.
Cole.
Yeah, I mean, this song is one of the funnier ones on here. I mean, there's probably a funny bar in every single song on this album, but this one in particular is pretty fucking hilarious. Especially
some maid is stabbing her.
the bar about the girl that cheated on him blew the guy in a hallway and then later kissed him. He's like, I should be hurling. Oh god, I feel like a 9 to a 9.5 on this one.
Yeah, very funny song. A lot of very unique ways of talking about fucking some chick. Yeah, little lost on where he was going with it, I guess, other than that he seemed to be disappointed in his bitch. But
Mad that he got cheated on him
I
with
guess.
by someone he considers to be a fancy clown.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Weird
he's gonna get
song,
views about.
funny song, great bars, 8.5. Didn't love the instrument. All right, next up we have I.
I love myself.
I am so not an R&B fan. Okay, that was I. Noah, you seem to be the one enjoying that the most. We'll go to you.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Pretty little song. A little psychedelic at times with some of the production choices. What's wrong with it? Really, what's wrong with it? I mean, it's a perfectly fine song.
Continue. Go ahead.
Well, it's an 8.5.
Wow. Okay. I'm not an R&B fan, but I don't like this genre. I find it incredibly boring. This will never be appealing to me, this type of song. So this whole song is boring to me. There was nothing offensive really about it, but there's nothing that appeals to me. So this is about as average gets in a 5. Cool.
Well, gonna lean more towards no on this one.
Shocking. Really? Going
I
in,
mean, I really
going
don't
new
listen.
route, aren't we?
I really don't ever listen to R&B, but I mean, what's her name? I forgot. Stacey Epps gives a beautiful vocal performance with a great instrumental backing it up.
There was nothing offensive about this song. It's just not a genre I find interesting in the slightest. It's incredibly boring.
Okay. I don't know what you want me to do with that, but whatever. Yeah, I thought she gave a great vocal performance with a great melody. So very nice, very wholesome lyrics for once on this album.
Okay.
Oh yeah, super pretty. Yeah, like Noah said, got a little psychedelic at times there. Feeling an 8.
Okay. I entirely disagree with that one, I gotta say. All right, next up we have Super Villain Theme. And God, honest to God, and you guys are gonna hate this opinion, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Instrumental is some of the best songs on this album.
Every song is awesome. So
Oh,
All right.
I keep forgetting how
Not
short. I
doing
keep forgetting
the
how
job.
short the instrumentals are.
Super
Oh
Villain
my God.
Theme. We can make this one quick. Cole.
Cool instrumental. 7.5 to an 8.
Noah.
oh, I wish they let this one ride a little bit longer, like a minute longer,
Agree.
because it's a really cool instrumental. I'm feeling a 9.
Yeah, I Noah, we finally agree on something.
Whoa.
I fully agree with everything. This would have been a 10 if it was like a minute and a half longer. Too short. Common theme with some of the best songs on this album is they're a little short.
Yeah, almost every song of this is a little short.
There's 22 songs on this album. And the album's only 48 minutes. It's not very long.
Yep.
Half songs short. All right, all caps.
So nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me. Then he told the people you can call me your majesty. Keep your battery charged. You know it won't stick, yo. And it's not his fault you kick slow. Shoulda let your trick hold, chick hold your sick glow. Plus nobody
I know this has been used in more than just this song.
And you know that's a bunch of snow. The beat is so butter. Peep the slow cutter as he utter the calm flow. Don't talk about my mom, yo. Sometimes he rhyme quick, sometimes he rhyme slow, or vice versa. Whip up a slice of nice verse pie, hit it on the first try, villain. The worst guy, spot hot tracks like spot a pair of fat asses. Shots of the scotch from out the square shot glasses. And he won't stop till he got the masses. And show 'em what they know not through flows of hot molasses. Do it like the robot to headspin to boogaloo. Took a few minutes to convince the average boogaloo. It's ugly, like look at you, it's a damn shame.
It's a damn shame.
Oh, this shit hit. Spell the man name.
Oh my god. What are you doing?
I'm bopping.
At least he's gonna give it the right rating. Finally.
And you know it like a poet, like baby doll. I bet she tried to say she gave me her all. She played ball. All bets off. The villain got the dice
That
ring.
flow is
And they say he
crazy.
accosted the man with the sliced wig. Allegedly, the investigation is still ongoing. In this pesky nation, he got the best con flowing. The pot doubles. Now they really got troubles.
God,
Right, man,
and the
never go
horns and
like snot
everything. Ah. The production too. Forgot to mention that. All right. God damn. All caps. Yeah, I'm gonna start this one out. That's 10. That's that song is fucking fire, start to finish, unfathomably good. Flow, production, incredible sample, instrumental, lyrics, story, subject, everything. Top tier. That was fun as fuck and catchy on top of all of it. Easiest 10 I've given. Cool.
You're finally right about something.
He finally
I don't know.
delivered a flawless song.
There's like 30 flawless songs on this
Okay.
fucking album.
That doesn't even make sense. There's 22
Uh,
songs.
And then he delivered 23 flawless songs on this album. Yeah. I mean, it's got some of the most quotable lines on this whole album, and it's got some of the best lines of MS Doom's career. And Madlib absolutely goes fucking nuts
he really
on the
does.
instrumental. I mean, yeah, it's a fucking easy fucking 10.
So good. Noah.
Look at us.
No shit. There it is.
We're all gonna agree.
Finally all good. Well done. Well done. That's a fantastic
at
song.
you,
That
it's
is
a damn
such a
shame.
good song. All right. We only got a couple songs left here. Up next, Great Day.
It never really mattered too much to me. And I was just too damn old to MC. All that really matters is if your rhymes was ill. Girl, that's all that really mattered to me. Oh, baby. Looks like it's going to be a great day today. To get some fresh air like a stray on a straightaway. Hey you, got a light? Nah, a Bud Light. Early in the morning, face crud from like a mud fight. Looky here, it's just the way the cookie tear. Prepare to get hurt and mangled like Kurt Angle, rookie year. The rocket scientist with the pocket wine list. Some even say he might need some psychiatrist. Doom, are you pondering what I'm pondering?
That's
Yes,
not-
why would the Dawn
I
then
gotta
be
fix
wandering?
that.
She's like a foundling, barely worth fondling. My posse's on Broadway like Mama, I want to sing. Mad plays the bass like the race card. Villain on the case to break shards and leave a face scarred. Groovy dude, not to prove to be rude, but this stuff is like what you might put on movie food. What is jalapenos? Get it like a whooping when you holler at your seniors. Dollar, he can overhear the hashish fiender. He just came from over there, the grass is greener. Last wish, I wish I had 2 more wishes. And I wish they fixed the door to the Matrix's mad glitches. Spit so many verses, sometime my jaw twitches. One thing this party can use is more booze. Put yourself in your own shoes and stay away from all the pairs of busted Timbs he don't use. He only keep them to decorate. If you wanna peep him, select a date and bring a deep check like checkmate. I kid you not, on the dotted line sign. Ever since a minor, kids consider him some kind of Einstein on a diamond mine grind. She was dumbfounded,
That
but
is
not
such
quite
a-
the type that you might wanna wine and dine. Couldn't find a pen,
that
had to
rhymes
think of a
so
new
good.
trick. This one he wrote in cold blood with a toothpick. On second thought, it's too thick. His assistant said, "Doom, you sick?" He said, "Truth through acoustics." Psycho, his flow is drowned in Lowry seasoning. With micro power, he's sound and right reasoning. It's easy as pie, 3.14. One more, one fall smooth, and they done for.
All right. Awesome. Fun, wasn't it? Okay. That was
Great day.
Great Day. Some of these the names of these songs are very unmemorable, I gotta be honest. All right, cool.
Super fun, awesome instrumental. Just every single instrumental on this album is just so unique and creative from all the other ones on the album. None of them have ever really sounded that similar to me. which is so cool in my opinion. Yeah, great bars. Feeling a 9.
I will say this is probably the best rhyme scheme I've seen so far in the album lyrically. It's a fantastic rhyme scheme. Some of the connections he was making harped all the way back to the beginning of the verse and to the end as well. With middle inputs as well in the flow, and not just the flow, but how he ended some lines would be the same way he ended at the beginning of the song, and then in the middle, and then he also at the end as well, which was really cool to see. Great rhyme scheme, good flow. Instrumental's pretty good. 8.5. Noah.
Never allowed to have a unique opinion. Which one?
You can go first next one then. How about that?
Okay, cool. Yeah, 9. Everything has been said.
Fair enough. All right, the final song we have on Madvillainy, Rhinestone Cowboy.
Oh, yeah.
Hold a cold one like he hold a old gun, like he hold the microphone and stole the show for fun, or a foe for ransom. Flows is handsome, holes in tandem, anthem, random, tantrum, phantom of the grand old opry, ask the dumb hottie, mask, pump shotty, somebody stop me, hardly come sloppy on a retarded hard copy, after rockin' parties he departed in a jalopy. Watch the drop top poppy, known as the grimy, limey, slimy, try me, blimey. Simply smashing in a fashion that's timely. Mad villain dashing in a beat rhyme crime spree. We rock the house like rock and roll. Got more soul than a sock with a hole. Set the stage with a goal to have the game locked in a cage, getting shocked with a pole. Overthrow it like throwing over a biscuit. A lot of bitches think he's overly chauvinistic. Nigga his dick if that's the case. Rats with a waist, there's more cats to chase. Dogs, he got it like new powers. Woke up broke, spit the shit in a few hours. Sheesh, been unleashed since the Glee Club. Had your fans saying, please make me a dog. Well, since you asked kindly, where he been behind the mask, who can't find me? You're blind in the wine zone, leave your mind blown. When he shine with the 9, he's a rhinestone cowboy.
After all those last 12 bars together.
Oh, no, enough. Goonie Google, loony cuckoo, like Ariga knew off News or Review. But who knew the mask had a loose screw? Hell could hardly tell, had to tighten it up like the Drells and Archie Bell.
Your entire beat is
The
people clapping.
hyperbase wasn't even tweaked and it leaked into cyberspace. Couldn't wait for the snipes to place, at least a track listing, bold print typeface. Stop for a year, come back with thumbtacks, pop for the beer. We're hip-hop sharecroppers, used to wear flip-flops, now rare gear coppers. He's in it for the quiche, you might as well not ask him for no free shit, capiche? Oh, my aching hands, from raking in grands and breaking in mic stands. Villain, the smile stunned your chick, while he put himself in your shoes, run your kicks. You heard it on the radio, tape it, play it in your stereo, your crew will go ape shit. Raw lyrics, he smells them like a hunch, the same intuition that tells him spike the punch. Curses, he's truly the worstest with enough rhymes to spread throughout the boundless universes. Let the beat blast, she told him wear the mask, he said you bet your sweet ass. It's made of fine chrome alloy, find him on the grind, he's the rhinestone cowboy.
Wow.
Sometimes they were comedic or relentlessly horrifying. They were the foes of society, whether fighting the local sheriff or a secret agent. Frequently, they mirrored our times, the gangster villains which rival real newspaper headlines of the present day. Collectively, they are the components which have fueled nightmares for decades to come. The villains.
right, that was Rhinestone Cowboy. Also, the final song on Madvillainy. We have gone through 22 of these. So let's let Noah have the final say on this one.
Ooh, what a banger. Great instrumental. I like the clapping. If it makes sense of being the final song. It's like people are standing up, applauding. Flow. It's one of the better ones on the album. I like it. He was really throwing together these rhyme schemes.
A lot of
Whatever
different
the fuck
ones.
that means.
Just, it's just ways of connecting bars.
Well, he's just really going off. All the songs on the album. I think this is the one that goes a little too long. And that's like the only one on the album that does that, because there are other ones go too short. I'm feeling 8.
8?
No, 8.5.
8.5. All right, Cole.
I mean, I don't really know what part of this goes too long because I don't really know what you would cut out of it, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not like he raps for too long or anything, so like we know what you're getting rid of. I mean, yeah, this is an awesome ending to an insane album. That's just so much fucking fun. One of the coolest hip hop albums I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, his bars of the song are fantastic. The instrumental is awesome. You know, how he connects everything is super fucking impressive, and especially considering he does it while actually coming up with interesting lyrics. Yeah, I'm feeling like a 9.5 on the song.
I am going to lean more towards Noah here. It is a little long. He probably didn't need the last verse. He could have cut it, or at least to cut it in half a bit, and shaved up some of the other verses well. It was a lot of different lyrics on it, but overall, banger song, banger instrumental. Really enjoyed the way he used. I actually enjoyed the way he used the clapping, as a sort of cathedral effect to like an audience, and saying, "Hey, like, this is a banger album. Appreciate it, motherfuckers. Enjoy it." He was tooting his own horn. He should. He's gotten critical praise everywhere. It just hasn't had the public praise, I guess you would call it. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 8, solid 8. All right, it's that time. We have reached the end of the album. Final ratings are happening. Who wishes to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, Noah.
All right, first we got the top 3
Your
songs.
top 3 songs, and then your final rating.
All right, at number 3 we have Figaro.
Figaro.
At 2 we got All Caps.
Huh?
And at 1 we got Raid.
Wow.
And then the album as a whole, I'm feeling a 9 to a 9.5.
9 to a 9.5. Okay. Cole, your top 3 and final rating.
Number 3, I would go with Accordion. Number 2, I would go with All Caps, and number 1, I would go with Raid. And considering that this is one of the most fun, creative, and just detailed hip hop albums that I've ever heard in my life, I am absolutely feeling a 10 on this album.
You could see that one coming about 1.5 miles away, couldn't you know?
I could listen to this album all fucking day.
All right. Yeah, so our opinions are gonna differ here. Letting you guys know, I am not gonna have Raid as number 1. In fact, it's not gonna be my top 3. I said I'm going to have an opinion that kind of probably, I don't want to say surprise you guys, but it's a bit surprising. I'm gonna have Supervillain Theme at number 3. And then we're gonna have what? Okay.
Man.
Figaro at 2, and then to finish it out, All Caps is my best song for here. And then my final rating, it's hard. I've only listened to this fully once before. This is the second time I've listened to certain songs on this many times. I definitely enjoy this album more than I don't enjoy it. That's for sure. I do think it's actually, for how long the amount of songs are, it's not too long, only 46 minutes, and the songs are spaced out pretty well. However, some of the songs, some of the best songs tend to be shorter, which is kind of annoying, and some of the, my personal opinion, worst songs tend to be a little bit longer. I will give this a solid 8.5. I think this is a fantastically well done album. I just think it has a few hitches that it could have fixed, and overall, I will say that the rhyming and rapping style of MF Doom, while not being my favorite style of rapping, he does do a great job of showing a unique style of abstract rapping that is not really shown many times past this. So, congratulations. All right. That was our review of Madvillainy. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys thought, who had the best top 3 and the best rating, and what your personal rating is if you listened along with us. Let us know. Also know in the future, like we said, we will have more community posts and what albums you would like us to review or what videos you'd like us to make. Noah, Cole, any final thoughts?
Top 5 hip hop album of all time.
Wow, that is
top 5 album of its decade.
I disagree with both of those statements. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like, follow us on TikTok, on Twitter, subscribe, hit the bell so you can get notified when we go live, and we will see you in the next video.